Hey y'all, it's Sha'Carri, and more than anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection. My family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up.
Rivah TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. So if you guys are unaware of everything that's going on with the Sha'Carri Richardson situation, I'm gonna go ahead and just bring you guys up to speed, okay? So if you guys are unaware, track star Sha'Carri Richardson was actually arrested recently after an altercation that she had with her boyfriend, Christian Coleman, who's also a track star, at an airport, and it happened literally right before you go through the security checkpoint. Like before you get into TSA, that's when the altercation actually transpired. So at first there was no video footage of the situation. There was no she didn't come out and speak, obviously, because she was jailed. But there was basically just the fact that everybody knew that she had gotten arrested was the first thing that transpired. And then her boyfriend actually came out and decided to talk about the situation and kind of give us a little bit of information of what was going on.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if, like, she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she has, like, things that she needs to work on for herself, of course. And so do I, so do you, like, everybody. And I'm the type of guy, like, I'm in the business of just, like, extending grace and mercy and love. And I feel as if, like, I don't try to look at obstacles either. Like, I just look at, like, situations like this to just, like, take a step back, analyze yourself mentally, and then just try to see what you can do to be your best self so that you can move forward, so you can just be the type of person and a human that God needs you to be for his kingdom and for his glory. And so that's kind of how I look at the situation. And and I hate the narrative too of just, like, it's so negative. But like I said, it's just like in the state of Seattle, even talking to the cop or whatever, he was just like, it really was nothing I could do. And just like, I understood. But I mean, like I said, it was just a sucky situation. But she's a human being and a great person. And I feel like, like, we've been able to be, like, really good teammates, like, all year. And I hate that narrative too, because us coming together, like, we're just two, like, real dominant personalities. And she's, to me, the best female athlete in the world. Like, I see it every day. And, like, for me in my process, like I just said, like, moving training groups, a whole new environment, a whole new, training setup, different than what I've been in the past, like, 10 years in my, track and field career. And transitioning and then still coming back running 9.8 and feeling like I got so much more to give. Like, that's my path, that's my journey. And, like, being so up close and personal with her every day. And, like, I watched this girl, like, fall on the track, like, in February and walk it off like it was, like a cramp, but get back up and have to take, like, a month and a half of just, like, rehab and trying to come back. And then 3 weeks later, like, have a competition and, like, like, she just has a lot of things going on and, like, a lot of emotions and forces going on inside of her that, like, not only I can understand, but nobody can, because she one-on-one, and I'm one-on-one too. And so I know everything is happening in God's plan, because obviously he's one-on-one. And so that's really the main focus and the thing that I just wanted to say. And I know that, like, it's been a tough journey for her this year, but she gonna bounce back. And like I said, I see it every day. She's the best female athlete in the world, and she gonna be just fine. She gonna be good, and I'm gonna be good too. So it is what it is.
So, he was actually praised, right? He was praised by women all over social media, like, oh yeah, this is how you protect a black woman. This is how black women should be protected. That's her man. He gonna stick beside her. Like, there was all this, support and rallying behind the things that he was saying in support of his girlfriend, although she was clearly the aggressor in the situation, hence why she was arrested. And, I made note the first time I talked about this situation, before all these other things have unfolded, that, if the shoe was on the other foot, 100%, if a woman came out and was like, oh, and basically said all the things that he alluded to in the video, they would have no support for that man. They would be like, cancel him immediately. He's in jail. Let him stay in jail. They would not say, oh, yeah, girl, that's how you ride, for your man. They would not say that at all. They would not have that same energy. So I found it very interesting that women can be, so hypocritical in that space when a woman is putting her hands on a man, contrary to if it's the other way around, right? And in my personal opinion, I think nobody should put their hands on anybody. But it's interesting to see that women want men to be quiet, hush mouth, compliant, bow down to them, do all the things, and they can do whatever wrong, whatever harm, and there should be no repercussions for their actions. So, ironically, before Sha'Carri actually came out and speak and talked about the situation, the videotape was actually released by TMZ, showcasing everything that happened within the altercation from the airport video footage. So there's obviously no audio, but you can see the arrow is pointing to Sha'Carri. And, he's obviously the one that has the bag in his hand, pushing it around. And we see her push him one time. Then we see the two of them walking. He's trying to de-escalate the situation. He's trying to walk away from her. She pushes him into the post. Okay. He's still trying to walk around, he's trying to kind of guard himself with his arm to say, okay, just leave me alone. She's pushing him again. She pushes him in the post again. Mind you, in the blue over there in the corner is the TSA agents seeing everything clearly of what's going on. So he's telling her, looks like maybe he's telling her to probably calm down, relax, whatever. And going right in towards where TSA is, she literally is pushing him while walking into the line of security. So obviously we know airports don't play that. Okay? Airports don't play that foolishness. They are quick to put you on a no-fly list. They are quick to lock you up if you even look like you're about to do something. And the fact that she had this audacity to not only put her hands on him, first of all, okay? First of all, not only the fact that she had the audacity to put her hands on him, but then the fact that she, felt like, I don't know if she thought she was above reproach, if she thought that because of her name, people would just leave it alone. Like the fact that she had the audacity to do that in front of TSA makes you only wonder what she would have done if nobody was around. Like, how far do their altercations usually go? Because this is the only one that we saw publicly. But how far does she usually take it when she, is annoyed or agitated or going through something? And again, why do we have, why do women, have this support, this, empathy, sympathy for when women are, putting their hands on somebody. But if a man does it, they don't care if it was a mistake. They don't care if somebody even said that a man did something and he actually did not do it. They don't care. And I feel that we should hold women to that same regard. Regardless if he is a weaker vessel, regardless of if you couldn't really hurt him. It's the fact that you did it, and we need for other women to see out there that there are repercussions for your actions. We learned that in kindergarten. Keep your hands, feet, other object to yourself. If you are unable to do so, there are repercussions. Hence her getting arrested. But I feel the vast difference is that if it was a man, there would also be public backlash. Which she's not getting, at all. There were women in the comment section, even of this post, saying, laughing or whatever the case to the situation. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump in. I have not heard this video or heard what she had to say. I purposely waited to play it here for you guys so we can watch it authentically together. And we're going to pause and play and get into, her statement after the situation.
Hey y'all, it's Sha'Carri, and more than anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was today years old when I knew that her name was Sha'Carri. Okay? Today. I found this out just right now. I thought her name was Sha'Carri, so, okay, Sha'Carri. Had no idea. Let's continue.
A lot of understanding of not only putting myself in a compromised situation, but somebody that I have a deep care and appreciation for as well is something that holding myself accountable. I see myself, I'm taking this time to not only see myself, but give myself a certain level of help that overall is going to reflect who I truly am in my heart and my spirit, and not allowing this moment, but accepting this moment to be more. And so my only thing is I want to be more, not even just for myself, for my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, I refuse to run away. But not refuse to run, but I refuse to run away, but face everything that comes to me head on, because everything on the other side is greater, but you got to go through in order to get there. So I'm Sha'Carri, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and one love, much love, and y'all be blessed.
A whole bunch of nothing. Okay? Said a whole bunch of absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. Even the boyfriend speech was more, thought of than this one.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was just a sucky situation all around. Like, I don't feel as if, like, she should have been arrested. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people have discussions and emotions and stuff like that. And she have, like, things that she need to work on for herself, of course.
Obviously, she was reading from a piece of paper, clearly, and no shade to anybody, because maybe she had some stuff that she needed to jot down or whatever to remember. But in my opinion, I see why the people were laughing in the comment section, because they were saying basically like, this energy did it and I'll do it again. And I completely agree with that. This does not sound like somebody who's genuinely sorry, genuinely is upset about the situation that happened, genuinely feels that they did something wrong. Like if she was getting so much backlash on social media, I guarantee you this whole apology would have been completely different. If brands were, possibly going to start canceling her, if she was going to lose endorsements, if like all the above was going to happen, I guarantee it would have been way more heartfelt. We probably would have saw some tears, okay? Because, when all else fails, when women want to get out of situations, they grab for the tears, we would have seen something. But because she knew that the sisterhood had her back, she's like, oh, I don't really need to. Yeah, accountability or whatever.
Hey, y'all, it's Sha'Carri, and more than anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection, a lot of...
accountability, focusing on myself or whatever, and, it happened, and sometimes, the strongest soldiers get the hardest fight. And, I just got to be better. And it is what it is. Yeah, thank y'all. Like, what are you talking about? What do you even mean by that? What do you mean by the things that you were saying?
And not allowing this moment, but accepting this moment to be more.
They'd be like, the weapons that form against me won't prosper. The whole time the weapon is you. The whole time the weapon is you. And, I'm laughing about this situation based off of this just to make light of it. But at the same time, like I said before, as crazy as this statement was that she could have kept, in my opinion, she could have kept the statement. If this was a man, if Christian was the one who put his hands on Sha'Carri, do you think that they would have accepted this measly statement? Do you think that they would have forgiven it before that man got out of jail? Okay? From being arrested, from pushing and shoving Sha'Carri at the airport. Before he got out, everything that he worked for would have been gone. Immediately. It would have been gone. You ain't no running, it's over. But for her, for some reason, there's all this grace. And it shows how twisted things really are. Twisted. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this entire situation. It's clear, it's evident that he's obviously probably not going to, press charges on this situation. What do you guys think about this entire situation, what the outcome should be when women do these things? Like, I want to know your opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.
Rivah TV.